I don't even know where I left it. This video is gonna be a show, I can tell already.
What you want?
What's up, YouTube? Fat Kings Phil coming at you for my week 261 update from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had back in July of 2013. Details are below. Officially past my 5-year mark. And I wasn't perfectly intending to do my 5-year video. Oh, it's so hot in this car, by the way. You're going to see sweat here in a second. And if I roll the windows down, the wind is something fierce. So I'm going to try and do the back windows real fast here. All right, I was going to do my 5-year video, and I still am. There's a lot of things I like to do in the 5-year video, like take measurements and do side-by-side pictures and stuff like that. And I think kind of coming off that little epiphany of just kind of like, this is my life now. I don't know how valuable that stuff really is to me at this point. I might do it one last time because the 5-year mark was a big mark. It kind of was a benchmark for me. Like, if you can make it to 5 years and still be at goal or near goal, within 20 pounds of your original goal, then you're a success, and that's it. And I think I kind of just realized coming out of that, started the year at 230, I ended the year at about 231 pound. Could have been water, could have needed to go to the bathroom. I mean, my body fat percentage was exactly the same. It's a win. It's a win in a lot of respects. It wasn't what I set out to do, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But it's still a win, and I don't know, just kind of a piece about it. And I think it's I was gonna do like Q&A and stuff today. I'm gonna save that for the official 5-year video. So thank you for everybody who sent questions, and I will answer them in the next one. I'm just gonna, and maybe I'll do like an extra video just for the 5-year. But I really kind of feel like I need to get through year 4 and just get it out there and get it on Front Street and start moving forward again, because I really already am moving forward in my mind, because I've already had all these realizations. I'm really just more sharing them with you guys at this point as to why I am where I am. So I think I'm going to do that here, and so we'll go one more little delve down into into the darkness that was the years, although year 4 is not very dark, and it's actually pretty good. And we'll talk a little bit about where I'm at now, and where I'm going, and what I want to do. So when we last talked at the end of year 3, I'm burned out. I just had a relationship literally end about 2 days before, or I think it was the day before I left for WSFA in Portland. I was just done with it. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I had worked hard to be in that relationship. I had been happy in that relationship, but as things devolved into just realizing that the long-term goals weren't lining up, it didn't matter how much I cared about this person. I just was starting to emotionally shut down, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I finally had to choose me over the relationship, and I did. And for me, that was a big thing, because in the past, and a lot of my friends will tell you that I tend to, keep fighting the fight. I don't give up. I'm very, very bad about knowing when to stay down. I always get up and take another beating. And I think at that point, by the time the person realized I was kind of burned out, and she realized that things were, I think that when she realized when I had finally had enough, and she really did ask me to kind of, hey, let's just try and rally a little bit more. I just couldn't anymore. I was emotionally burned out and shut down, and I felt just like I couldn't turn it back on. So I went to Portland feeling out of shape, down about my relationship, feeling like kind of like I was failing slowly. I look at those pictures, I don't like the way my body looks, even though I weigh exactly what I weigh now, and I don't have that same super negative image of my body. We'll talk a little bit about why I think that is. And I was just in that place where I felt shut down emotionally. Maybe relationships aren't for me. Maybe I just go hang out with my friends. So I got there, and I had this kind of weirdness about it for a little bit, but I got around my people, and I felt pretty good. And I had to work. So I was hosting the panel for the YouTube panel, and I had been pre-interviewing all the ladies ahead of time. I was looking forward to meeting some of them, and you can go back and check those out. I think those are all on the 50 Shades of Maintenance channel, though. I'm not sure, but I'm 99% sure, though. So I was hanging out with Lauren, and as Lauren and I over the years have gotten closer, and we ended up kind of talking about the relationship stuff, and she said, hey, how come we never gave it a shot? And I'm like, I don't know, we live so far apart. You're so much younger than me. Like, it never occurred that we could kind of like have a relationship. So when she kind of said that, I started kind of thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, there's really no reason we couldn't have. But I told her, look, I go, I'll be honest with you. I'm feeling pretty emotionally shut down. I'm like, but if, if you're willing to be patient with me and kind of like go slow, and we'll try the long distance thing, see how it goes, and, and go from there. And so, when you least expect it, something great comes along. And, it didn't take very long after us kind of getting back together where I started kind of feeling like I was emotionally kind of coming back online, and I was feeling safe, and I was feeling pretty open with her, and we could have very easy conversations. I really didn't feel like I had to hold back much. We went to tons of new places because we always had to get together somewhere to see each other. It's about every 4 or 6 weeks. And, you know what? We had a lot of great adventures, places I've always wanted to see. We did stuff I always wanted to do, and in Boston and in Chicago, and just tons of places and things. And I really felt like I was healing and growing, and I was still going to the counselor, and that's some a little bit slower work, but I was starting to kind of feel like it was, it's almost kind of like when you're on the weight loss thing and you kind of stall a little bit, and you're only losing like a pound a week, and then you make all of a sudden you'll drop 4 pounds out of nowhere, and then you'll go back to losing a pound a week. You make these strides, you make these gains, and then it gets slow again, and you grind, and you make these gains, and then it's slow, and you grind again, and that's kind of how it still is. But and with Lauren, I was easy to have lots of long-term visions. We were both weight loss patients, so I knew we'd always eat well together. We were both older. Lauren didn't have kids, didn't really want kids, but my kids were all older, and she has nephews and nieces and stuff. It's not like she doesn't get along with the kids. What else? It was very easy to see us, and her willingness to move out to Colorado after we kind of were sure things were going to work. Made it all very attractive. It was very easy to see a long-term picture. It was not hard for me to kind of see that all kind of working out well and stuff, and early on, and it was just like hey, all we got to do is just kind of enjoy it for what it is, and kind of go about it. And but at the same time, on the other side of things, so that kind of felt good, but at the same time, doing all that mental work, doing all that extra emotional work, work was kind of stressful, and I was getting a little apathetic there. I was getting very restless. I was trying to grind my weight back down. I just kind of kept, I got on the keto thing, and I'm like, all right, 12 weeks before we go to Mexico, I'm going to just bust ass for 12 weeks. And when I go to Mexico, I'm going to be at this weight, and I'm going to blah, 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 blah. And then I didn't hit that goal. And I remember right before Mexico just being so burned out. I knew that coming off Mexico, our next plan kind of had to be, okay, hey, when are we moving forward on this? Are we moving forward on this? All this good stuff. And but when we got back from Mexico, we had a conversation, and just kind of decided, hey, you know what, we're better off as friends. And I'm not gonna say that I'm happy about that or thrilled about that, but there's not any hard feelings, or I'm not angry with her. I'm not upset with her. I don't think she's upset with me. It is hard when you're used to talking to somebody every day. You don't see them on a regular, you don't talk to them on a regular basis anymore. It's weird. But I want, I want her to be happy. I want to be happy. And if getting to where we were at, if things weren't quite what they needed to be as a relationship for both of us, if both of us we both need to be on the same page is kind of my point. And if we weren't, then, moving forward from there was only going to end in a detriment to one or both of us. And if this is all news to you guys, I'm assuming you don't follow her on Instagram, because she did mention that we are not seeing each other anymore. This has been for a while now. It's been about 2 weeks after we got back from Mexico. I just haven't really known how to bring it up. I haven't really known what to say about it, because to be honest with you, I'm still I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. I really couldn't tell you if you put a gun to my head, like, hey, what was the deciding factor or whatever. So I'm just kind of confused about the whole thing. But regardless, that doesn't change the outcome or any of the feelings I just said about it. So that's kind of all I'm going to say about that. We're still great friends. I know I will be seeing her again in events and things like that, because we travel in the same circles. We have the same friends. So, we'll always be good to each other. And that's that. So, but yeah. So what did that whole year teach me? I mean, that's really the pinnacle of it. How did I get here? Well, kind of coming off that, I did have that woe is me moment, typical, like any guy, guy will go in his cave, lick his wounds for a couple of days, and he'll come back out and he'll go back to work, But I hadn't really been going back to work for a while, and I just realized, so like I said, this year just taught me that this is my life now. I've got to work hard all the time, and I've been talking to friends about this too. I've been talking to Lacey, I've been talking to Gracie, some other people I know, Tanya, talking to Kirk this weekend, but like, when I just get stressed out, I have to put me first. I got to start just putting out there what I want. And the goals I have now, how do I put this? Like, the things I have now are not goals that I set my goal on and I'm like, I'm going to get that by doing X, Y, and Z. The things I want now, I have to pursue passively, which sounds weird. But the only way to get the things I want now means I got to be the best version of me, the most fit version of me, the happiest, healthiest version I can be for myself. And that stuff will come to me. I will just draw that stuff in. I'm at that point now. Is it going to be easy? No, I doubt it. I've done the emotional hard work. I've done the financial hard work. I continue to do the mental, emotional work with the counselor. And I just got to remember I'm a WLS patient forever, for as long as I live. And as long as I'm down with that and I do what I got to do and I do what I got to know to do, it should be easy enough to it's easy as it can be to just continue to push forward. Yeah, and in all my relationships, whether it's friends, future romantic situations or whatever, family, I'm going to try to get better at not avoiding conflict, which sounds weird. I'm not trying to go out and be confrontational, but sometimes I go out of my way to avoid the conflict. I'm like, I just want to keep the peace. I just want things to go smooth. I am not in the mood to be, bickering or arguing about stuff. It's not that important to me. Or it's like, I don't feel that strongly about something. But I think it's just easier for me to say, nope, I don't agree or whatever, and just let the chips fall where they may. And for whatever that, I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe it will make sense to you guys, but so that is the year 4, and that's how we got here, and this is how I'm moving forward. And we'll see how it works out. I don't know that I can impart much more wisdom to anybody that's trying to go on this journey. That first 5 years has been a roller coaster, and I think there's a lot to take away from that. I certainly did, going back through all of my own videos. And it just gave me a kind of weird peace. I don't know how to put it. Is it easy? No. Am I perfect? No. Am I all quote unquote better? No. I still got work to do on me, but that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm doing stuff for me. But am I broken? No. I mean, look at me. I got my house in order, my finances in order, my kids in order, all the things I set out to do, I've done. So why will I not be able to do this next thing? I've built enough of a, track record for myself to prove that I'm going to get what I need. It's just a matter of time. I just got to keep doing the work. All right, my camera's probably ready to melt down. It's been sitting in the sun for a while, so I'm going to let you guys go. And until next time, remember, it's good to be the king.